What is up, hooligans? And happy freedom. Welcome to another episode of Coffee with Hooligans, where we try to make the news suck a little less. I appreciate all of you guys being here. If you're over on Rumble, please hit that thumbs up button. More likes equals more hooligans. Go and read through the schedule really quick, and then we will be checking on all the chats. So let me know how you hooligans are doing on this manic Monday. Then, of course, we will be getting things started. As you can probably hear, I am not tip-top yet. I still look like shit because I still feel like shit. That's just the way things are going. 8 days of being sick, that's all right. Either way, we're going to be starting off with the video title, Preparation Underway for Inauguration Day. This is Old Man Walter's last week. So I think Monday is Inauguration Day. And Sunday, we got a Trump rally. We're going to actually go live for the Trump rally on Sunday. But the rest of the day is the day off, okay? So look forward to that. Then we got a video titled, What to Expect During the Trump Cabinet Hearing. Waiting for everybody to get sworn in or something. I don't know what the official phrasing is, but either way, Pete Hegseth, his name is all over the news today. Then we got a video titled, let's see, Apple fights $1.8 billion doll hair app store lawsuit in the UK class action. It's going on. It seems like Apple gets attacked by countries outside of the US, but here in the US, we just let them do whatever they want. Then we got a video titled, it was the press briefing. There was a press briefing earlier today with KJP and Jake Sullivan. Now, you didn't miss much if you didn't see it. Jake Sullivan did most of the talking. KJP spoke less than 9 minutes out of the entire press briefing, but there was a brief moment where Peter and KJP, they just shared a special little moment with each other, and we're going to cover that moment. Then we got a video titled, NVIDIA slams new reported AI chip export limits. Old Man Walter is restricting the export of AI chips. I don't really know why, but NVIDIA is not impressed with it. NVIDIA is one of the biggest companies out there working on AI tech and all of that stuff. Just in case you were looking for something to maybe throw a few doll hairs at, I think it'd be a good idea. Of course, can't give you financial advice, but just saying. Then we got a video titled, Disturbing new details emerge about Chinese hackers. Cyber criminals, they are inside of the infrastructure in many different ways, but you know, China and your phone seems to be the only bad thing. They don't care where China's everywhere else. Then we got a video titled, FEMA extends housing aid for Helene survivors after backlash. Now, they act like this was just all planned, but what I think it is there's been a lot of pressure on FEMA because they don't seem to be helping those people in North Carolina that suffered from Hurricane Helene. So it seems that whoever the FEMA administrator is came out and said, yes, we're going to help those people in North Carolina. Now, hopefully we'll have some follow-up videos to actually prove that FEMA is helping those individuals in North Carolina, but time will tell. At least they're saying all the right things, finally. Then we got a video titled, Could You Believe That? TV host blast LAFD deputy chief's bizarre comments. They got a bunch of shapeshifters out there playing firefighter in California, and that's why things look the way they do out there. Then the last little bit of our news is titled, California fires LA citizens detain a man with a blowtorch. Now, this video is not exactly new. It's kind of circulated over the weekend, but today it's all over the internet claiming that the individual who was holding onto the blowtorch and was out there starting fires, he's an illegal from Mexico. So it's a border crosser. It's not just the homeless that are burning down California, it's border crossers too. Then, of course, we got two funny videos of the day. First one's titled Hooligans Don't Take Anything Serious. And then our official funny video of the day is titled Fighting Communism in the Bathroom. All of that's coming up next. But first, we're going to read through the chat and see how you hooligans are doing today. What is up, everyone, over on jeffmaclive.com. What's up, Dan the Man? What's up, Russell? What's up, Snooks? What's up, Zero? What's up, Tom Tom? What's up, Jay Spray? What's up, Damsel? What's up, Hair Juicer? Happy freedom, you hooligans. Appreciate all of you guys being on the website. What is up, everyone, over on Rumble? Snooks, you were first today. I appreciate you racing in the chat and everything you do for all of us, Snooks. What's up, Matthew? Appreciate you being with us. What's up, AR16? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Seppa? What's up, Mr. Satan? What's up, Zupia? What's up, Sly Dog? What's up, MU? Happy freedom. What's up, Tony Rez? What's up, Shake and Bake? What's up, Ghostly? Happy freedom to you, hooligans. Appreciate all of you guys being here. What's up, Dutton? What's up, Pumpkin? What's up, High Plains Drifter? And what's up, Wayward Son? Happy freedom, you hooligans. Hit that thumbs up over on Rumble. See if you can get us, if you guys can get us on the front page. What is up, everyone, over on Kick? Happy freedom to you, hooligans. And what's up, everyone, over on Twitch? What's up, Tony Rich? Appreciate you being omnipresent. What's up, Soul For Real? Happy freedom to you. Let me see. What's up, Jamie Deborah? Happy freedom to you. What is up, everyone over on the commie platform? Miss Satan, you were first over here. What's up, Proud Patriot Girly? What's up, Toy Mafia? Happy freedom. What's up, Shanti? Appreciate you being here. What's up, Jamie and Deborah? You are omnipresent. Appreciate you. What's up, Rhyme Time? Sly Dog, you are also omnipresent. You're awesome. What's up, Lion's Heart? Happy freedom. Wayward, you are truly omnipresent. What's up, Yukon Man? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Christopher? What's up, Salty Ginger? Happy freedom. Matt Rogers, appreciate you. Let me see here. Mackin Stood, happy freedom to you. What's up, Patriot Roy? Happy freedom to you. You gotta pull up X because I always mess that up. It's just part of the routine at this point. Here we go. What is up, everyone watching over on X? Happy freedom. Wayward, spotted you. Thank you for sliding through. All right, hooligans, we're gonna get into things. Now, it was terribly difficult to find news today because when California is on fire, the world just stops spinning. It's really weird how we had subway crime every single day until California caught on fire, and now all of a sudden there's just nothing going on. All the New Orleans talk and the Cybertruck blowing up and all that stuff just went away, and all they talk about is the Cali fires. But I did my best to try and find some other things to talk about. So like I said, we're going to get started here with this first video titled Preparations Underway for Inauguration Day. Can't wait. Hit that thumbs up over on Rumble, and let's get into things.
And preparations are already underway in our nation's capital for the president-elect's inauguration. The dress rehearsal for the ceremony was held yesterday. The rehearsal included run-throughs of the swearing-in ceremonies and the presidential review of troops. Stand-ins for Mr. Trump and Vice President-elect J.D. Vance ran through the oaths of office. The presidential inauguration will take place a week from today. It's going to be on January 20th.
All right, well, I know that's hardly news there, but it's exciting waiting for Inauguration Day to come upon us. Like I said, it's going to happen on Monday, and Sunday, I think, is when we're having that Trump rally, so excited for that. We're going to hop right into this next video before getting into the chat because I know that wasn't a whole lot of meat and potatoes there. So this next one's titled, What to Expect During the Trump Cabinet Hearings. Like I said, we're going to just hop right into this, and then we will be getting into the chat. All right, hooligans, hit that thumbs up over on Rumble, and let's get this rolling.
A major week for President-elect Donald Trump's cabinet selections. 13 hearings across 11 Senate committees. A chance for the nominees to showcase to the American people why they were chosen by President-elect Trump. One of the biggest hearings will happen on Tuesday when Pete Hegseth, Trump's pick to lead the Department of Defense, will go before senators. He has faced allegations of sexual misconduct in the past, allegations that he denies, and has previously called for some restrictions on women in combat. On Wednesday and Thursday, some of Florida's most prominent officials will take center stage. Senator Marco Rubio is expected to have a smooth confirmation process for Secretary of State and could be among the first to be confirmed. Meanwhile, former Florida Attorney General Pam Bondi's confirmation hearing will attract attention because of the reforms Trump wants to see at the Department of Justice and the FBI. Scripps News has learned from a Democratic source that Minority Leader Chuck Schumer has told Senate Democrats that the confirmation hearings are a good opportunity to hold Trump's nominees' feet to the fire and hold them accountable for Trump's agenda. While the vast majority of Trump's cabinet selections look as though they will eventually be confirmed, that can't be said about everyone at this current juncture. Tulsi Gabbard, Trump's pick to be Director of National Intelligence, has yet to have a hearing scheduled. A top Republican senator over the weekend said, quote, a paperwork issue is holding the process up. Gabbard, a former Democrat, has faced questions about her previous views regarding Russia. While it's possible and increasingly expected that some of President-elect Trump's cabinet picks will be confirmed on Inauguration Day, it will likely be several weeks before he has all of his picks confirmed by the United States Senate. Advisors to President-elect Donald Trump are currently pleased at the process unfolding on Capitol Hill, which is moving much faster than Trump's first administration. Joe St. George, Scripps News, Washington.
Well, we'll see how these cabinet picks go. I assume it's going to be happening all week. Don't really know what to expect. I've never paid any attention to cabinets being confirmed and stuff like that, but we're going to pay attention this round. Next up, we got Apple fights $1.8 billion here App Store lawsuit in this UK class action that's going on. It's coming up next, but first we're going to read through the chat, see what you hooligans think about upcoming Inauguration Day, as well as what to expect from Trump's cabinet hearings. I know they're already talking that crap about Pete Hegseth, and then you see the nonsense they're talking with Tulsi Gabbard, right? They're having a paperwork issue, so they don't know if she's going to be confirmed. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. Either way, we're going to read through the chat a little bit. We got some more news coming up next. Russell, the Dems are trying to sabotage as much as they can. Yeah, they're going to drag their heels and do everything they can to try and stay in the way, but they can't stop progress. Russell, can't wait till January 20th? No, I can't wait. We're going to be so busy that Monday. There's going to be protests. Then there's going to be the inauguration event. Then there's going to be more protests. That is inevitable. Inauguration day is definitely going to go that way. Hopefully there's no other kind of tragedy or anything like that, but we're going to be busy next Monday. Snooks, Trump rally is on Sunday, 119 in D.C. at least, or is at 3 p.m. Eastern time. Thank you for letting me know, Snooks. What's up, Jay Spray? Happy freedom to you. Ghostly, I bet Trump has to go inside the White House because the event will be interrupted. I hope nothing like that happens. I saw that James O'Keefe, I think his name is, had posted something about how he had a source that was either working at the White House or they're going to be there for Inauguration Day, or I don't know what it is. But they were making claims that there's a deployment of an emergency team scheduled for Inauguration Day, and I guess that's highly unusual. And so Keefe was raising some awareness to it. The video is too long for us to add on the schedule. Otherwise, I would have put it on the schedule for today. But it's like 20 minutes long or something like that. But they're having suspicions that either they know something we don't, or they're just taking extra precautions. But it's highly unusual to have like a medical team on standby for Inauguration Day and stuff like that. Ghostly, I think it's going to be a shit show. I hope it's not. I know the protesters are going to be crying and stuff. That's just inevitable. But I really hope nothing bad happens that day. What's up, Energy Woman? Happy freedom. What's up, Plastic Quack? What's up, Girth? Happy freedom. Miss saying Mel Gibson is going to talk about the child sex trafficking that the woke government people are doing within the U.S. Within the U.S. government is hiding behind the exposing names of elite involved with this crap. I see Mel Gibson is getting a lot of spotlight right now. I guess he was being interviewed about his house burning down. I think he was just on Joe Rogan not that long ago also. I keep seeing a lot of Mel Gibson. Pumpkin, I want to listen to those hearings this week. Yeah, I've been trying to figure out how all of that works. I assume after today we'll see some clips and stuff. Didn't see much news on it, but the Supreme Court is supposed to be continuing their talk about the TikTok ban as well, because Sunday TikTok's supposed to be banned unless the Supreme Court does something about it. TikTok also has some sub app now. I don't know. It's called something 8 or something like that, and it's kind of like Instagram. I don't know why they released that in the midst of potentially getting banned. If TikTok gets banned, that sub app will also be banned because ByteDance they have to sell off their nonsense, but we'll see how it goes. MC FBI says there's no threats for Inauguration Day. Yeah, but they wouldn't tell us. They wouldn't tell us if there was. Hopefully, like I keep saying, hopefully nothing bad happens on Inauguration Day. What's up, MC? What's up, Fresca Bean? Happy freedom. Thank you for stopping by, Fresca Bean. Be safe out there. What's up, Metal Mouth? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Mary Todd? Matt Rogers. Mel Gibson is on fire right now. Yeah, he's everywhere. Zero. Yes, O'Keefe's source was in the VA. She got the memo and sent it to James. They're planning for a mass casualty event. Yeah, Zero, that's what I'm talking about. That O'Keefe is raising awareness to. What's up, Alistair? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Shane? Happy freedom. What's up, Billy Idol? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Skulls? Shanti praying for Trump's safety? Absolutely. Absolutely. I appreciate it, Shane. Thank you, Skulls. I'm just congested. My face and my chest is congested. Otherwise, I'm pretty much back to normal. What's up, Max? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Scott Johnson? Happy freedom. What is your name? We'll go with Scotting. Scotting says, free speech is free speech. Total MAGA here, but leave TikTok alone. Yeah, I think the ban thing is just nonsense. I don't think it's actually going to get banned. There's no way that the White House ran campaigns for Hyena Harris and Joe Biden on TikTok. President Trump ran his presidential campaign through TikTok, and then all of a sudden everyone's going to ban it? Nah. I just don't believe it. It's a lot of talk. It's a lot of talk. Well, hooligans, we're going to get into this next one. Like I said, this has to do with Apple. It's titled Apple Fights $1.8 billion Doll Hair App Store Lawsuit in this UK class action. I think it's interesting that foreign countries are constantly taking jabs at Apple. Apple had to change their charging port because of something the EU said. Then there's supposed to be plans for Apple to be able to install apps from outside of the Apple Store because they're considering the Apple Store a monopoly. The EU is forcing that hand too. Now there's a class action lawsuit in the UK for how they decide to charge their users, and as well as the app publishers. They get charged fees too. And I believe that the App Store takes like 30% of all incoming transactions through the app. So this class action lawsuit has to do with all of that. It's deceptive practices, I think, is what they're complaining about. But it just seems like in America, we don't give a shit what Apple does. But outside of the country, they're constantly correcting them and making sure they're not holding a monopoly, which I think is kind of interesting. Either way, hit the thumbs up over on Rumble, and let's get this rolling.
Apple has abused its dominant position and cost British consumers up to $1.8 billion. That was what a London tribunal heard on Monday. The US tech giant is accused of charging app developers an unfair 30% commission through its App Store. Apple faces a mass lawsuit brought on behalf of around 20 million iPhone and iPad users in the UK. They were allegedly overcharged for app purchases. Apple argues the case is meritless. The firm also believes it overlooks the benefits to consumers of the integrated approach of its iOS operating system, which prioritizes security and privacy. It's the first mass lawsuit against a tech giant to come to trial under Britain's growing class action style regime. Many other cases are waiting to move forward against the likes of Google, Meta and Amazon. Rachel Kent is a British academic bringing the case. She argues Apple has made exorbitant profits by excluding all competition for the distribution of apps and in-app purchases. The lawyers argue this dominant position allows the company to impose restrictive terms on app developers. They say it also allows them to charge excessive commission, which they believe is taken on by consumers. Apple has faced pressure from regulators in the US and Europe over the fees it charges third-party developers. The firm argues 85% of developers do not pay any commission at all. The trial is due to last 7 weeks and expected to hear evidence from Apple's chief financial officer later this week.
Well, we'll see how this turns out. I don't know exactly how this is going to affect us in the US. Sometimes these changes are kind of only in the country that, raises questions. And other changes are universal. Like I was saying, the charging port and stuff. Apple now uses the Type-C port. They call it the Thunderbolt 3 or the Thunderbolt 4 or something like that. But the plug itself looks the same. Now, if you're transferring data, it's actually different between Type-C and Thunderbolt 3, which I had to find out the hard way. But data-wise is different. Charging port, still the same. If it fits, it'll charge, which is kind of, I don't know. I'd be cautious about using rules like that. But either way, we'll see if Apple makes its changes that affect us here in the U.S. Next up, we have press briefing with KJP as well as Jake Sullivan. Of course, we're not going to watch the whole press briefing. Like I said before, KJP only spoke about 10 minutes out of the press briefing. The rest of the time, it was Jake Sullivan talking about foreign problems, which is problems we're tired of hearing about. And so I would have shown the press briefing, but I missed it. I wasn't aware that it was going on when it was going on. And I'm here to say you didn't miss that much. But there was a little moment there between Peter and KJP, and we're going to cover that next. And that's really why we cover the press briefing anyways, to see if Peter shows up. So we're going to cover KJP and Peter's interaction coming up next. But first, we're going to read through the chat, see what you hooligans think about how the UK is putting some pressure on Apple. Matt, I think that it was funny when the UK was complaining about the plugs, when you have to buy an adapter to plug anything into the wall if you travel over there. Yeah, Matt, I forgot they got weird plugins over there. It is very different than what we got. What's up, Hair Juicer? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Trigger Crazy? Happy freedom to you. Russell, Apple's a very proprietary company. Yeah. Apple and Google, they walk that line of being a monopoly. Russell, I hate the cold. How cold is it there? It's pretty cold here. I think it was 15 earlier. I'm not sure what it is right this second. No, it's still 15, but it says it feels like 0, so I mean, that's nice. That's nice. Russell, I would love to be in DC on the 20th, but I don't think it would be smart for me to be there. Well, it depends if you got to work or not, Russell. I don't know. I think it'd be exciting to go to the inauguration. Alistair Andrew Tate running for Prime Minister. That would be funny. Oh, that would be funny. That would piss people off just if he announced that he was running. Energy Woman, we were 14 below. Holy, you stay warm out there, Energy Woman. That's crazy temperature. Energy Woman, CCP is the military/spy gang for the pricks at the UN. Yeah, I believe it. Yeah, we got CCP cyber criminals coming up here in a little bit. Metal Mouth, I'll be glad when KJP is out of there. So they said that there's going to be another briefing sometime this week, and I think that'll be their little farewell speeches and all of that stuff. I wonder if we'll see kind of a transition between KJP and Caroline Leavitt, but I don't really expect it. Kind of like when Jen Balsacki stepped down and KJP took her place, they had a little brief transition segment where they hugged each other and said their goodbyes and wished each other luck and blah, 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 blah. I wonder if we'll see that with Caroline Leavitt, or if, Tuesday she'll just show up and do a press briefing. KJP will be gone. She'll be banned from the grounds. What's up, Disco? Happy freedom to you. Scotting, banning TikTok will only be a stepping stone for X. It definitely could be. I don't know. I mean, they couldn't use the same exact reasoning, but I guess Texas is joining in on standing against TikTok because Texas believes that TikTok gives minors the ability to access content that is not fit for minors. And TikTok claiming that they are a family app or like a child-safe app means that they don't have to put up an 18 or older blocker kind of pop-up thing for Texas, like Pornhub now has to do. And because they don't have that pop-up, they're like infringing on some law, some deceptive practice law that's going on in Texas right now. So now Texas is trying to ban TikTok as well, just because they believe TikTok provides that access to minors. So we'll see. With X, I don't know what they would have. If they want to, they'll go after X, but I don't know what kind of real leverage they have over X. What's up, Sage Pup? Happy freedom. What's up, Rip Curl? Happy freedom to you. High Plains Drifter, Android is now doing the same thing as Apple. Earbuds and power jacks, you got to buy Droid brand. Interesting. I haven't seen any of that, High Plains Drifter. I don't like when companies do all that stuff. They take your freedom of options away. Mary Todd, I see no reason for I see no need for Caroline to even deal with Brillo Head. Yeah, Mary Todd. They may not have like a little transition moment there. That might have just been because it was blue team passing the shit torch to more blue team when it was the switch from KJP to Jen Balsacki to KJP. I was just curious, just thinking thoughts out here. The government don't like that, but that's okay. That's okay. What's up, 12th man? Happy freedom to you. 12th man, you all are colder than I am in Alaska. Well, I hope you stay warm out there. Yeah, it's frozen right now outside. What's up, Kirk Allen? Happy freedom to you. Master Meanball, did you send it through email? I'll check it after live. Thank you for sending it to me. What's up, Cheeky Chops? Happy freedom. Nah, Cheeky Chops, I know thanks. What's up, Lori? Happy freedom. What's up, Alex King? Happy freedom to you. Yeah, circle back Jim Balsacki. Somebody said something nasty about Jim Balsacki. Hold on, let me see if I can find it really quick. I don't know how she got brought up today. Let's see if I can find it. Right here. Roger Stone says Jim Balsacki's got that stank for no reason. Just for no reason. It was not prompted at all. Not at all. He just threw that out there. By the way, it smells like turtle tank down there. Anyways, just thought that was interesting. What's up, Too Real? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Nana? Happy freedom. What's up, Black White Bull? Anonymous. You know it's cold when the mail lady is slamming her back Jeep door to shut. Yeah. When you see the post office workers getting all disgruntled, you know it's bad outside. Alright, we're going to get into this next one. Like I said, this is a little moment that Peter and KJP shared today during the press briefing here. You guys didn't miss much when we didn't cover the press briefing today. We'll make sure to cover the next one that's supposed to come up this week just because it's the very last of KJP that we're going to have to deal with. Let's see where this is here on the timeline. We're going to cover KJP versus Peter Doocy. All right. Make sure you hit that thumbs up over on Rumble, and let's get this rolling.
Morning. Hi.
Thank you, Kareem. If I don't see you again in the briefing, thank you for always. You could have stopped taking the hard questions years ago, and you didn't. So we appreciate that.
Over 2 years, my friend. This is let's say one last dance, right? I don't know how I'm going to fill my dance card now. How will I fill that void without you?
You tell me. You tell me. So
start some rumors in here, I guess.
He's getting red. Look at
so a week from now, it's all over.
Yes.
Between next Monday and 2028.
2028?
Who's the leader of the Democratic Party?
Oh my goodness! Wow. That is, honestly, that is for people much smarter than I to make that assessment, that decision. Obviously, voters will decide. That is not something for me to decide. I could say right now, in this moment, in this room, as I'm looking at the clock as it's counting down, because we have to leave shortly, you have the President Joe Biden, who is obviously the president and the leader of the Democratic Party. I do not have I cannot predict the future, so that is not something that I'm going to do from here.
So, no leader of the party.
That's not what I said.
Well, it's not President Biden, and it's
My
not
gosh,
Vice President.
I'm regretting this right now. Regretting all of this.
It's nobody.
That's not what I said. I said that I am. You asked me about what's the 2028 going to look like between now and 2028. I can't or post obviously this president's tenure. That's not for me to decide. That's not for me to speak to. I could only speak about the here and now, and that's why I appreciate this job and what I'm doing right now.
And President Biden says that he's not going to be out of sight, out of mind. But isn't that what voters basically said that they wanted? Is him gone?
So, look, this is a president that has served more than 50 years, who has given all of himself, if you will, right, as a public servant, whether as a senator, as a local elected official, as vice president, and now as president. I think anybody who has served that long and does it from their heart and soul because they believe this country deserves so much more, they believe that the American people deserve more, and has worked day in and day out, and certainly as president in the last 4 years, I think deserves some respect. I think he deserves some respect. That's all.
Lying makes you weak.
Get clear.
One quick one on the.
So anyways, that was the only entertaining part of the press briefing that we missed, and we didn't miss it because we just covered it. So, saved you about 2 hours of your life there, just to catch that special moment with KJP and Peter Doocy, where she was begging him to fill her void right there in front of all of us. We all saw it and heard it. She's nasty. Thank God this is her last week there. She won't be preying on Peter Doocy anymore. Just saying. We'll leave it up to Caroline Leavitt from here on out. Like I said, we got one more press briefing with KJP, and then it'll be donezo for her. Next up, we got NVIDIA slams new reported AI chip export limits. Apparently, old man Walter put some new guidelines in place. And now there's a bunch of hoops you got to jump through when exporting AI chips. Now, I think they did this to do a slow roll on China so they can't intercept our property and clone it. I guess that was the strategy, but it's backfiring because China, they're taking old chips and they're actually doing better than we are in developing AI. China's doing China things, and old man Walter, he's doing the same. Either way, it's coming up next, but first we're going to read through the chat and see what you hooligans think about that special little moment there between KJP and Peter Doocy. The hell is that, Snooks? Kenny just flying through space. All right. Alistair, she was trying to groom Doocy. She was, right in front of all of us. Someone needs to save poor Doocy. The goblin's going to get him. Russell, I respect the office of president, just not the current president. Yeah, absolutely. Alistair's trying to figure out the sign language person is a dude, a woman, or buffalo. What is that thing? We've been trying to figure it out for years. What's up, Tom? Happy freedom. Jay Spray, I can't wait till she changes her wig and disappears. I know, she's going to change that hairdo and we're not going to recognize her anymore. Alistair, smarter than you? You mean 4-year-olds? Basically, that's basically what she was saying. Snooks, that's Peter filling her void. I missed it. Now everybody can see it. That's what it looks like. Peter Doocy trying to fill the void. Smelling like turtle tank. That's alright. What's up, Elder Zoomer? Happy freedom to you. Pumpkin, Walter deserves to be ignored. Yeah, I don't know what they think he's gonna do after he leaves office. Like, you kind of see Bill Clinton every once in a while, but not very often. You see Obama all the time. He's always at the White House and at these events and doing things. Bush, you don't really see him that much. But old man Walter's like, yeah, I'm gonna be around. For how much longer, old man Walter? How much longer are you going to hang around? Like, goodness. Haven't you done it all at this point? Just leave. Just go away. And I like that Peter Doocy, like, was playing all cutesy with KJP. And then he turned around and was like, so why is old man Walter going to hang out when America told him we want him to go away? Like, that's kind of mean. But you're right. You're right, Peter Doocy. Oh, you coming to work today? Klaus Danielson? Nope. So you turn around and walked right out. Lazy on these Mondays. What's up, Kevin? Happy freedom to you. Energy Woman, he has been taking taxpayer money for 50 years. That's what I'm saying. He needs to just go away. What's up, Kung Fu? Happy freedom to you. We're going to hear about Joe Biden lobbying laws and stuff like that, throwing some doll hairs around. What's up, Hidu? Happy freedom to you. Hidu, this is a president who has blah, blah, blah. Yeah, absolutely. Kung Fu. Oof, Peter. I wonder what Peter's wife thinks watching KJP trying to woo him like that. Because you know Peter just had a baby. That baby's got to be maybe a year old at this point. Maybe. Wife's at home watching KJP try to sweep him off his feet. Catch a chocolate right through the glass. Disco, she'll be on CNN or MSNBC for about 2 months and get fired from that because she's so cringe. I'm waiting to see where she's going to go because that is what happened with Jen Balsacki. I think she got to MSNBC and now I think she has her own show probably on the same channel. So I wonder what they're going to give KJP. They should just give her the boot and call it a day. She's terrible at her job. I don't know why anybody else would give her a similar job. She could fuck up washing dishes at McDonald's. You know, I'm just saying. Seppa, she's not lying, caught her telling the truth. Talking about people being smarter than her. I know, it was the first time she was honest out of her whole career. What's up, Mindy? Happy freedom to you. Anonymous, what do you think of the AI lip reading conversation of Trump and Obama? I've seen 3 of them now, Anonymous. They're kind of funny. We played one as our funny video of the day that I thought was all right. I haven't really seen one that was falling out of my chair funny yet. I'm still trying to find the real one. Supposedly somebody did an actual lip reading thing to the best of their ability to figure out what did they actually talk about at Carter's funeral. I still haven't found it though. Oh, well, thank you, Pumpkin. I appreciate the compliment. Snooks, not a chocolate, a chocla. That's Spanish for sandal. Catch a sandal. Like someone throwing a sandal and whacking you in the head. A chocla. What's up, Jamie? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Cashflow? Happy freedom to you. Getting prepared for all these riots and protests that are about to start up. I don't know if we're going to have riots, but Monday is going to be entertaining. I can guarantee that. But I'm ready for it. They want to break out the protests and marching and the riot drums and riot pizza. We're all ready for it. We are ready to go. What's up, Big Mac and Pride? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Jamie Villa? Happy freedom. What's up, Crab Nebula? I'm not going to read that out loud, but yeah. Matt, no, I think sometime shortly after the 20th, they'll finally tell us that Joe Biden has been getting kicked the bucket for years. I don't know. After Obama left office, I thought they were going to tell us that his husband was a man, but, they haven't come out and done that yet. Even when they put Hyena Harris up on the ticket after she was not voted for, I kind of thought they were going to stick Big Mike up there and try and say he was the first shapeshifter running for president. And I was worried if they were going to do that, people were going to actually vote for the shapeshifter. But it didn't turn out that way. Maybe 2028. I really don't want to see it happen. But look, they voted in Tim McBride, right? And Tim McBride is going to Sarah McBride. And it caused all this problem on Capitol Hill of what bathroom they're going to use and other stupid shit like that. So, I don't know. They're going to keep voting in these shapeshifters. We're going to have more problems. What's up, Kimbo Slice? Happy freedom to you. I haven't seen that name in a long time. What's up, Astral Hammer? Happy freedom to you. Antifa will be like, they can't kick our D's into the dirt if we chop them off first. Yeah, that's their strategy. They're going to win this race by cutting their own wieners off. Like, I don't know. I'm just not scared of people who do that. Like I said, we're going to get into this next video. This is NVIDIA slamming new reported AI chip export limits. Now, this is supposed to be to combat against China for one reason or another. But it seems that these AI tech developers are just becoming frustrated by these limitations that are being put on us directly by Joe Biden. Well, not us, because I don't develop this tech, but you know what I mean. Our companies and all of that. So hit the thumbs up over on Rumble, and let's get into this.
The Biden administration reportedly set to announce a new set of last-minute expansive chip export restrictions today. It's a 3-tiered system that would put new caps on AI chip curbs depending on the country and the company. Deirdre Bosa has more in today's Tech Check. Deirdre, explain this for us, please.
I will, and in doing so, I'm also going to ask how successful have the current restrictions been? The export ban did prevent China from getting the highest end American chips, but it did not stop China from catching up in the AI race, proving that necessity is the mother of invention. Now, despite not having access to NVIDIA's best performing GPUs, a Chinese research lab called DeepSeek was able to build an AI model using dumbed down GPUs that beat OpenAI's GPT-4 on certain benchmarks. That just shocked the AI community. Here's what Perplexity CEO Arvind Srinivas told me.
But the reality is some of the details in DeepSeek V3 are so good that I wouldn't be surprised if Meta took a look at it and incorporated some of that in Llama 4, right?
So advanced that our best American companies could use it as a blueprint. That is a shocking statement. In other words, the existing chip restrictions, they did nothing to slow down China's pace. It only made them more creative and more efficient. They backfired. Other Chinese labs are also making major strides in efficiency with limited resources. There's Kai-Fu Lee's 01.ai and Alibaba's Q1. There's others. The export ban on China has also led to smuggling and loopholes. A report from The Information said that TikTok owner ByteDance and other Chinese companies rented high-end GPUs through American cloud companies to get around restrictions. Another report from Reuters a few months ago said that TSMC chips were found on a Huawei product. So creativity here in a different sense, forced again by those restrictions. So begs the question, by expanding them, what are you really achieving? And this is a point that NVIDIA took up in its response to those expected expanded restrictions. It calls them a last-minute policy that would play into the hands of U.S. adversaries. And this is pretty uncharacteristic language from NVIDIA against the current Biden administration. It also echoes an Oracle blog post from just a few days ago that said that the export control framework will go down as one of the most destructive to ever hit the U.S. technology industry, and quote, says we don't need a ride. We need government to get out of the way, which will be very interesting with the incoming Trump administration and how they're going to deal with this.
Well, last spotlight in NVIDIA showing how disgruntled they are with these limitations by old man Walter. It's really weird how they dance around this AI stuff. It seems like they know more about TikTok than they do all this AI stuff. They just keep saying, well, we need to regulate AI. Well, what part of it? AI is not just like a pair of shoes. There's a lot of different components in AI, and it seems like they're targeting processors and stuff, GPUs and things like components, right? Computer components. And so we'll see how this all turns out. It seems very, what do they call it, volatile right now, where it's kind of unpredictable. We got AI that can generate images, AI that can generate videos, AI that is really just a chat bot. Most of it's nonsense, some of it's entertaining, hardly any of it is useful unless you really know what you're doing. Remember, they were telling us AI was going to steal the election. It was a big catastrophe. I still think that they're just really keeping AI at an arm's distance, so when these Epstein lists and this kind of stuff comes out, they can blame AI. They can say, no, that's not evidence of your politicians butt naked with children. No, that's AI generated content. And I really think that's what they're doing, and that's why they don't speak very clearly when they're talking about regulating AI, is because I think they don't want to talk about it until it's time for AI to get a whole bunch of spotlight. Like I'm saying, they're going to use it as the excuse for evidence coming out of crooked politicians and stuff like that. That's just my theory on the whole situation, but either way, I ain't scared of AI. Next up, disturbing new details emerge about Chinese hackers. Talking about how we got hackers in our infrastructure. They got our electric grid, they got all kinds of stuff. They're tapped in, and they're getting in and they're not even doing anything. They're just maintaining access so they can monitor how different systems work, how response times are when a system fails, things like that. They're basically just watching us. Now, the government doesn't seem to give a shit about that, just like they don't care when Chinese border crossers are coming into the country illegally. But, fuck TikTok. That's how the government works. So either way, it's coming up next. But first, we're going to read through the chat, see what you hooligans think about this situation with old man Walter trying to restrict AI export, as well as NVIDIA being pissed about it. What's up, Breeze by you? Happy freedom. Zero. Oh yeah, adversaries. I don't remember what she said, but she did mispronounce that word. Alistair, you getting a new GPU? It's awesome. It's always exciting. Matt, there's no way the Senator Biden and President Biden are the same human. Zero. They look too different. I agree. I mean, you look different when you age, you gain and lose weight, but old man Walter is like his whole skull changed. Just, I don't know. It's unbelievable. What's up, Sibo? Happy freedom to you. Anonymous, AI is advanced, but in the years to come, I think it will surprise us even more, like the Terminator. Yeah, they're going to continue to stick AI in every little thing. They put it on almost every website. You call into customer service for any company, now they'll have you talking to an AI bot, which may be better than calling, Asia, but it's hard to say. But they're putting AI in everything. They're going to normalize it around us. Then they'll be able to blame AI for stuff. You think people don't take accountability now? Just wait till AI is running the world. Nobody's going to take accountability. Sibo. GPU prices back then were mostly caused by still being able to mine crypto with them. GPUs can only mine small coins that can now be converted to small amounts of BTC. You can still mine with them. Something. You got cut off there. Yeah, GPUs were really expensive because of that, because of crypto mining. I haven't got a new GPU in a while. I think I've had mine for almost 2 years at this point. Hopefully prices are going down. I know they were unreasonable. I think the GPU I got right now is $900. I think I got a 6800 or something like that, but yeah. Yup. What's up, David? Happy freedom to you. Ghostly, that's what's really going on. Biden trying to give the world market of GPUs to the CCP. Yeah. Well, and it's interesting because the CCP confiscated a bunch of GPUs when they banned crypto mining. I wonder what they did with all of that stuff. Maybe that's what they were using to train their AIs, is all those stolen graphics cards that they took. Energy Woman, anybody here that Microsoft and others are reopening all of their old nuke facilities? All those lies about nuclear energy are just that, lies. Yeah, Energy Woman. I saw that they were doing that because they need more power to power the AI. I can't remember what we were covering. We were covering something where they were saying just like this one company or this one state, or maybe it was a property. This one isolated situation of resources that we have to power AI costs more electricity than the entire island of Japan. Already. It's already like that. And so we're consuming more energy than ever before because we have all these companies trying to develop AI. It's a really interesting situation. What makes it even more interesting is a lot of programmers and tech people and tech developers and things. A lot of those people are liberals. They're liberals and supposedly they care so much about the environment. But then they need all this power to develop the AI. So it's how true are they sticking to their beliefs there? Sure, crazy. AI runs the Wendy's drive-thru and it's annoying. I believe it. I think McDonald's has got something like that going on here too. Like you'll pull up and it's like, "Hi, are you using the McDonald's app today?" And you're like, "No." And then you got Jim Bob. "All right, what do you want?" Like, oh, okay. That's a human. I could tell. I can hear the dip in its lip. Mm-hmm. Pumpkin, Walter is a danger to human life. You are correct. I feel the same way. What's up, Jay Muzu? Happy freedom to you. It's stupid. Went into Chick-fil-A and walked up to a terminal looking like something out of Fallout. Please scan Retina for hamburger. It's like, why? Taco Bell in Ludington has the stupid kiosks thing, and I don't mess with it. Because if you can't read, then they can't really help you, right? If you can't read, write, do math, which is like 60% of America right now. So I just walk right past the kiosk, and I just stare at the workers over the counter until one of them wanders over and asks me what I want. And then I tell them I want food. I want you to take my order. And they point at the kiosk, and I go, sorry, I can't read. And they go, what do you want? And I go, hold on a second. And then I start reading the menu behind them. Like, take my order. I just like, come on, man. You want to work at Taco Bell? This is part of the job. I'm not dealing with the kiosk. Nah. I don't try real hard when I leave the house. I just don't. Oh, love you too, Shanti. Thank you for being here with us. What's up, Amazing Disgrace? Happy Freedom. What's up, Fred Brown? Happy Freedom to you. Or it's not Fred Brown, it's Fred Bowens. Happy Freedom to you. My bad, didn't mean to mispronounce your name. I'm good for it, though. Happens all the time. Jamie, yes, AI is being used in outline of work as well for use to review large amounts of documents. The AI can look over an entire court transcript and summarize what it's about. Yeah, there is some usefulness for AI. It just depends. Depends how you use it and what you use it for. The government likes to talk about AI like it's coming to get us. The big scary AI, it's coming to get us. Just like TikTok. It's just like TikTok. Cheeky Chops, I hate everyone. Nah, you can't hate people. They're just not worth it. They're not worth it. No need to put that much energy into somebody you don't like. Kevin, no Taco Bell on PEI? Really? We gotta get Kevin some Taco Bell. It's necessary. David, I want customer service. I'm with Jeff 100%. Yeah, I'm the same way. They're there getting paid. Why should I have to dick around with this stupid kiosk thing? Let's go over here and take my order really quick. I'm going to ask you to make 4 burritos. You'll be fine. You won't even remember. By the end of your shift, you'll be over it. It'll be fine. Yeah, I continue to walk that walk. I told you guys how I deal with Walmart, too, because when you walk through Walmart, they always want to stop you and ask you for your receipt. So they're like, hey, sir. And I go, yeah, have a good day. Like that. Or I go, yeah, you too. And then I just continue to walk out the door. I don't never let them stop me to ask for a receipt. Not that I'm stealing anything. But if they're going to treat me like I'm going to steal stuff, I'm just going to throw all the groceries on the ground. Or I'm just going to tip the whole cart over. And I'm going to stand there while they cobble over to come check my receipt. I'm not walking up to them. You shouldn't be treated like you stole something. You're in there spending over $100 every time you're in there, and they're going to treat you like you're looting? Oh, no. No. Sir, can I see your... No, you have a good day, too. And just out the door. That's how you got to do it. Don't stop for people's bullshit. It's not worth it. We're going to get into this next video here. This is disturbing new details emerge about Chinese hackers. Like I said, they're eating the dogs. They're eating the cats. No, it's not that story. They're in the infrastructure. They're monitoring how our electrical grid works and everything else. But, the government doesn't talk about that. They're too worried about banning TikTok. Go ahead and hit that thumbs up over on Rumble, and let's get into this.
Tonight, disturbing new details about how the communist Chinese, through a group of cyber hackers, have penetrated deeply into critical American infrastructure, from our water systems to sensitive government communications to our electrical grid. And yeah, even our military. We're talking incursions that are far more extensive than previously thought. Now, the Wall Street Journal is reporting that these aggressive moves by China cyber thugs started as early as 2019. Investigators found the hackers lurked sometimes for years, periodically testing access at a regional airport. Investigators found the hackers had secured access and then returned every 6 months to make sure they could still get in. Oh, good. Hackers spent at least 9 months in the network of a water treatment system, moving into an adjacent server to study the operations of the plant. At a utility in LA, the hackers searched for material about how the utility would respond in the event of an emergency or a crisis. Another hacking group known as Salt Typhoon burrowed into the U.S. wireless networks to get data from more than 1 million people. They even obtained audio from senior government officials, including some calls with Trump.
There have been reports that Chinese government hackers have breached a really sensitive office within the U.S. Treasury. OFAC, of course, administers economic sanctions. What more can you tell us about the scope of this and what information has been compromised?
So what I can say is the president was briefed on this. We are closely tracking the incident. We're working to identify actions to mitigate the future risks to U.S. government networks.
Oh, we're tracking it, are we? As usual, how reassuring Biden is monitoring the situation. Joining me now is Christian Whiten, former State Department senior advisor. Christian, all right, what is China laying the groundwork for here? Water supply, electrical grid, now even consumer cellular information, government comms?
Right, Laura. Well, this is very clearly a digital fifth column that China is preparing to use if there's ever a crisis or war with the United States, if China makes a move on Taiwan and the Philippines, especially with the Philippines, a treaty ally. If we move to make a defense, then all of a sudden, you turn on your faucet and nothing comes out, or the lights go out, your phones don't work, there's critical infrastructure. This is nothing new as far as capability. The Israelis have used this against the Iranians. Once they turned off gas pumps in Tehran, another time they made sure everyone had left the plant, but then caused a fire at a steel mill. The question is, why is China being permitted to sort of do this against us, and why it's gained this credibility? Because the penetration really is very deep here.
Well, I think what's new is the fact that our infrastructure, despite our spending billions and billions of dollars and trillions on our security apparatus and our military, is this vulnerable. And the Wall Street Journal is also reporting, by the way, Christian, that some national security officials involved in the investigation said they believe the telecom hack is so severe and the network so compromised that the U.S. may never be able to say with certainty that the Chinese hackers have been fully rooted out. So again, everybody spies on everybody, Christian, but this is a level of espionage that seems very, very concerning, given what's at stake with the size of their standing army and Taiwan in particular.
Right, and it's ironic or just angering that those same national security officials are some of the ones that are partly responsible, not just through sins of omission, being asleep at the wheel, focusing all of our defense forces on Ukraine, where I would argue there are no vital U.S. national interests, and neglecting the China threat. But it was actually the FBI itself, including the highly politicized imbecile Christopher Wray, who is on his way out, thankfully, to be replaced by Kash Patel, who was against encryption all along, who actually insisted that these telecom companies, Cisco was involved, Verizon is involved, AT&T involved, insisted that they have back doors so that law enforcement can conduct surveillance on the communications of Americans. And that's what the Chinese used to break into this.
Yeah, the back door for the law enforcement and for the Chinese. And by the way, this also happened when China had cut the underground cable, a key underground cable that Taiwan needs for consistent internet access. And they were able to kind of cobble it together afterward and reestablish connectivity. But it's kind of a message, don't you think, about the vulnerability of Taiwan. At the same time, our own communications networks are being penetrated.
Yes, Taiwan, 98% of internet traffic moves on those cables. They need to shift to satellite internet. They don't actually trust SpaceX or Elon Musk because he has such significant factories in mainland China. They've looked at Amazon's property. Really what they need is their own bespoke system, which you can get for much cheaper nowadays. But the same is true across the Pacific, that our communications, our ability to see, this is what China plans to do. It tends to blind us early in a conflict, cut off our ability to see things, and then it can act in its own near abroad.
This is why the Space Force and our space superiority is absolutely critical, and Musk is all over that as well. Christian, as always, thank you.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey.
Well, talking about the Chinese cyber criminals out here hacking all of our nonsense. Hide your kids, hide your wife, and all of that. They want to ban TikTok, but they don't want to talk about that kind of stuff. Watching our infrastructure and all of that. And then they brought up about how encryption is not as safe as people think. Now, there's a McAfee video that's been circling the internet, and I've debated putting it on the schedule or not. And in that video, McAfee talks about how encryption is actually a dead technology, because when you use encryption, when you're communicating through it, it jumbles up the message and all of that, so it can't be intercepted by a third party. But companies are at the point, and hackers are at the point where they just wait for it to become unencrypted. So you send a message from your phone to somebody else's phone, and when it hits like your message is not encrypted until you send it, right? So you type it out, it's there to read, you send it, it goes through an encrypted hallway, and when it hits the recipient's phone, it becomes unencrypted so the recipient can read the message. Well, once it is unencrypted, hackers, third parties, whatever, that's when they capture what the communication is. So yeah, it is safe to be encrypted, but if you have companies that have these back doors, like they were just saying, it's susceptible to anything that any other kind of communication that's not encrypted. It's the same thing. You know, it's like a lock is only effective while it's locked. If it's unlocked, well, then the lock isn't working, is it? And that McAfee video, he explains that. And in this video, they basically piggyback right off of that, saying that yeah, things are encrypted, but then they have these special backdoor situations for police, so the police can see what your encrypted stuff is in case they need to call you a criminal or whatever. And they're saying that the cyber criminals are exploiting this access. So like I just said, you know, a lock doesn't make much sense if it's not locked, and that's how encryption is starting to become, to where it's just kind of a hurdle to get over. They'll either capture the communication before or after the encryption. It's still safe while it's encrypted, but it's kind of useless if the lock is unlocked, right? So that's kind of what they were saying there. They're saying they're in our infrastructure. They'll gain access, then they'll just maintain access. They may not make changes or bring a lot of awareness that they've accessed these different databases and whatnot. They just kind of monitor things and see how things run, or if a system goes down, they monitor how long it takes to get back up, what resources they had to use to get it back up, things like that. And so we're currently being monitored. It's not just me and you and our goofy devices that we have, but our infrastructure is being targeted. And what is our government doing about it? Well, they're sending $1 billion to Ukraine. Well, that's great. That's great, because they're not going to do anything to save us. We already know that. Next up, FEMA extends housing aid for Helene survivors after backlash. Now, all we've been hearing is how FEMA's going to go do something about the Cali fires. The whole world stopped because Cali caught on fire. Now, I don't know if it's pressure on FEMA or enough questions being asked. I'm not exactly sure, but somehow they got FEMA's attention back over onto North Carolina, and they're claiming that they're going to now help those people out there in North Carolina that were affected by Hurricane Milton and Hurricane Helene. Now, it's all, nice words right now. We'll see if we actually get a follow-up to this upcoming video where FEMA actually helps these people. I ain't got my hopes up, but we're trying to stay up to date with things. Like I said, that's coming up next, but first we're going to read through the chat, see what you hooligans think about these cyber criminals from the CCP. Trick crazy. Talking about penetration, wishful thinking. Yep, that's what they're saying. What's up, Cassie J? Happy freedom to you. Zero, there's a lot of penetration in this conversation. Just saying. I didn't realize that when I screened the video. Totally didn't. I missed that. I'm glad you hooligans caught that. That's really important. Yes, the penetration video. That's what I'm going to title it when I have the receipts put into the description. Sure, crazy, showing North Korea and talking about China. Yeah, that's American news for you. SIBO. We agreed to them having free reign over our data every time we use every single app. Absolutely, SIBO. We were just talking about that the other day. Every time you install an app on your phone and you give them the green light, or you okay the permissions, it's called, you're telling them they can access your files, your folders, they could access your camera, your GPS, all of that stuff. So they don't really have to take it from you. We've already agreed to let them take it. It's not really data harvesting if you've agreed to have your data taken. And that's where all of us are, because you have to make those agreements in order to install any app on your phone. And like I said before when we were talking about this, even the built-in apps on your phone, when you turn your phone on for the very first time, like you just bought that phone, when you sign in, it tells you to agree to the terms of service. And part of that agreement is those built-in apps, they have free reign on you. They can do whatever they want with your data, and you've already said it was okay. So, you know, they're worried about TikTok harvesting our data. All apps do it. What is your name? Is it Bobo? Happy freedom to you. Thank you for joining us over here on Rumble. Kevin, I got nothing to steal anyways. Yeah, I wonder what the CCP thinks when they're digging through my phone, or what the Fed boys think when they're watching me through my camera. Kevin, you got that polar vortex coming. It's going to get really cold in the next few days where you are. Yeah, it is, Kevin. It's supposed to be like a high of 10 or something in a couple days. Sly Dog, backdoor penetration. See, everybody was paying attention for this video here. That's why they say China's bad. They're trying to get in your back door. I'm telling you. Crystals, you can't read? I mean, not unless it's useful to me. The government can't make you speak, and they can't make you read. They can't force you to do it. I play stupid until it's time to play smart. Non-woke, the enemy from within. Sounds exactly like President Trump knew what he was talking about. Non-woke, remember the spy balloon? Yeah. Old man Walter thought it was a gift. He let it fly over for 3 days before they supposedly shot it down. What's up, information warlord? Happy freedom to you. Hey, don't work too hard, Sage Pup. Thank you for stopping in with us. Energy Woman, got to protect that back door. Got to. China's trying to get it. J Spray, back doors, deep penetration, filling voids. Is there a theme today? It's subliminal. It's subliminal, J Spray. You got to leave it in the background there. It's like jazz music. Just let it wash over you. Snooks, I need Klaus to come snuggle with when I go to sleep. You can come too. You're funny, Snooks. Klaus Daniels, he heard the theme of today's live and he got up out of here. He started having flashbacks, sticks and stuff like that. He'll be okay. What's up, Too Old to Care? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Squid? Happy freedom. Cheeky Chops, Thugs Smoking Rocks. No. No. Not like that. Not the Thugs Smoking Rocks. What's up, Rude? Happy freedom to you. That's a terrible message. I'm definitely not reading that out loud. What's up, Scott? Happy freedom. Scott, please just shut us down. We already know our government's stupid. Yeah. I bet we'd seem smart if they just shut the government down and they had to put all the spotlight on just regular people. Like, oh, Americans aren't just fat and stupid. It's just the government. What's up, Jason? Happy freedom. Kicking wing. They have back doors. It sounds gay. I know. It's been a hard news day today. It's been rough. Jay Spray, a smart man knows when to be dumb. That's pretty good advice there. Non-woke, next Monday. I know. Sunday and Monday is going to be a lot of fun. definitely looking forward to it. Like I said, we are going to cover President Trump's rally on the 19th. I think it's a victory rally. I don't know what the theme is for sure, but we're going to be covering it. I know that, even though it's supposed to be my day off. And then we are going to be covering anything that happens on Monday. So protests, riots, homeless people shitting in the streets. And then we're going to cover the inauguration. And then we'll cover whatever happens after the inauguration. More people crying, maybe some self-immolation. I mean, you never know. So we'll figure it out, but we're going to be very busy on Monday. So make sure you are here for the inauguration and all of that. We're going to get into this next one. Like I said, this is FEMA extends housing aid for Helene survivors after backlash. Now, this sounds good, but these are Fed boys out here talking. You can't trust them. You got to watch them. Keep an eye on them. We've been watching FEMA make excuses for why they're not helping the people in North Carolina that were affected by the hurricanes. And they're not really doing much to try and help those people out in California. Now, they were just a part of the White House press briefing, not today's, but the last one that we covered. And the same woman that we're about to see, she was the individual that was interviewed during the White House press briefing who made lots of claims that they feel really bad about the people out in California and that they're going to actually try and do something to help those people. Well, the whole time we were asking, but what about the people in North Carolina who are living in tents during winter conditions? Well, not one person in the crowd decided to ask a question about that. All of us have been pretty bummed about it. Now, I don't know what happened, but they got underneath the ass of FEMA and kind of pointing them in this direction. So like I said, this video is about FEMA making claims they are going to help these people in North Carolina, and we'll see. We'll see when they actually lift a finger for it. Once again, this is titled FEMA extends housing aid for Helene survivors after backlash. Hit that thumbs up over on Rumble, and let's get this rolling.
Joining us now, FEMA Administrator Deanne Criswell. Welcome back to the show. Thank you for your time this morning. We know you are pressed on many sides as you try to help out in California and many other places. What is the federal role at this point in California, and where can people get help?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing right now is as the firefighters in California being supported by the National Interagency Fire Center, you know, they are coordinating the resources for the fire suppression, the fire containment. FEMA is now starting to support with the major disaster declaration the individuals that have been impacted. And we want to make sure that they start that process by, one, registering for assistance at disasterassistance.gov, but also contacting their insurance company, because we'll need to know exactly what they are going to cover, but more importantly, not cover, so they can be eligible for different programs within our system.
I want to ask you, because FEMA is pulled in so many directions. You're managing multiple disasters at once. There's still the ongoing situation in western North Carolina. Families trying to recover from Helene there. They just had a winter storm come through there as well. Our local affiliate, WLOS, actually an ABC affiliate, said this, that the FEMA Transitional Sheltering Assistance Program is ending for about 3,500 households there. The program's provided hotels rooms to thousands of Helene survivors across the mountains. However, on January 3rd, FEMA started notifying those in hotels that they're no longer eligible for the program. I know that's been extended, I think, through the 14th. But what's your message to those families? One woman they spoke to said she has a broken down car. Her home is uninhabitable. She doesn't know where to go next.
Yeah, the Transitional Sheltering Assistance Program is one of our best tools to help people in those immediate weeks and months, in some cases, like we're seeing in North Carolina, with what their initial housing needs are going to be. You know, there's a number of reasons why somebody might have received that notification. You know, what we do is we call everybody. We call them every 2 weeks to check in on where they're at, what their status is, and is their home able to be occupied again. But one of the biggest things is when we call them, if we don't hear from them, the only thing we can do is assume that they've been back in their home. And so one of the things I want to make sure, if somebody has received that notification but they haven't talked to somebody at FEMA and their situation is still in need, they are still eligible. We just need them to get in touch with us so we can talk to them. Everybody's going to have a unique circumstance. Everybody's going to have a unique situation. We need to work with them all individually to make sure we're getting them the right resource so they can continue to stay in a safe place until their home is either rebuilt or it's accessible.
Okay, quickly, can you give us the best, whether it's a website, an email, or a phone number for them to use in those cases?
I think the best thing for them to do would either to call our 1-800 number, 1-800-621-FEMA, but more importantly, they can go into a disaster recovery center and talk to somebody face to face. I always find it so much easier to talk to a person, show them where you're at, show them what your status is, and then they can work right there to make sure that you're getting exactly what you need.
All right, Administrator, thank you for the information and for your time. We wish you all the best in these fights.
Okay. Claiming you just call up and we're going to make sure you have everything you need. Well, I highly doubt it, considering the best they could do was $750 if you qualified, and that was right after the hurricanes happened. Now it's been months and months and months, and they're like, oh yeah, those people out there, yeah, we'll help them out. Of course, they're just saying that on TV. We'll see if we have a follow-up video in the next week or so, seeing are they actually helping those people in North Carolina? Because now that they're on TV saying that, there's going to be a lot of people keeping focus on that, because people are pissed about what FEMA was doing initially, right? If you had a Trump sign, well, you were getting skipped over. They were chasing away Americans there, drove all the way there to bring supplies and help those people out that were affected by the hurricanes. Their supplies were taken by FEMA, they were seized, or they were just pushing people away. We even had that first story where there was an individual who was a pilot with a helicopter. He had a son with him, and they were picking up people that were stranded on the mountains, and the police threatened to arrest him because he was helping out people that were stranded and stuff. So now that FEMA's talking about North Carolina again, they're making claims they're going to help those people. I assume we're going to have a follow-up video of sorts. Either the FEMA's really going to help these people, which I don't have a lot of assumption of that, or they're not, and there's going to be a lot of people who are pissed about them on TV making up stuff, making claims that they were actually going to help them when they really don't have intentions to do that. And they have the funding now. The excuse was that they didn't have funding. Now we all know that's because they took that money and reallocated it to be able to help border crossers, which they should just be kicked out, not helped. And they ran their own money out. Well, when the government shutdown was going to happen a week or two ago, they rebudgeted to prevent the government shutdown, and part of that was offering hurricane relief to FEMA. So they got the money. They can't turn around and say, oh no, we ain't got money for it. They got the money now. Now they need to actually get off their ass and go do something about it. Next up we have, can you believe that? TV host blasts LAFD Deputy Chief Bizarre's comments, talking about shape-shifting firefighters and making claims that if you were gonna die in a house fire, you want someone to save you that looks like you, or else I guess you're gonna turn down being saved. I don't know what these people are thinking, but this is why everybody's talking shit about the fires in California, because the situation's ridiculous. Now, before we get into the chat, because that is coming up next, we are gonna hop in the chat, but before we do, I want to remind you really quick, if you would like to participate in Free Speech Saturday, make sure you post all of your memes over on Discord or on jeffmaclive.com. Just hop in the group chats on either platform. You'll see the tabs labeled memes. Drop what you got and we'll shout you out, as we're making Saturdays more fun. All right, let's read through the chat. Like I said, we got shape-shifting firefighters coming up next. Breeze by you, treason. Yeah, we'll see if any accountability comes to FEMA. Zero, they call. They don't have jobs, so they can't pay bills, you stupid hoe. Yeah, Zero, I know. I'm surprised that they even provided information on what those people are supposed to do to try and get housing aid and stuff like that. Because they've been saying that. Oh, go to the government website and do this, that, and the other. Like, what do you mean? These people don't even have a change of clothes. How are they supposed to go to a website? So, I mean, at least there's a phone number to call. If there's cell towers, if you have your cell phone, if you are capable of making phone calls and stuff, I don't know. It's not good. Russell, the people of North Carolina have been truly mistreated. I agree. The government has forgotten about those people, and they're playing games right here. We'll have a follow-up video, though, I'm sure. I want to hear about the guardian angels in the New York City subway. I'm tired of the Cali fires. I want to hear if the guardian angels are actually making the subways a safer place. David, prostitutes. Pumpkin, I want FEMA reform. I'm going to tell Trump. He'll do it. I agree, Pumpkin. I can't wait for Inauguration Day to see all the changes that are going to be made. I want to see things functioning the way they're supposed to. I'm so sick and tired of excuses. Nothing functions the way it's supposed to, and there's always an excuse why, and it's always piss poor. Too old to care. I've been watching public auditing videos. Talk is cheap. Yeah, too old to care. That's what I'm saying. I think that our follow-up videos are probably going to be in that fashion. It'll be people who are on the ground capturing FEMA, not helping anybody. And I'm still waiting on reports of discovering of dead bodies, people frozen inside of tents and stuff. This has to be going on. There's no way that nobody's getting help. People in North Carolina are living in tents. There's harsh winter conditions going on, and everyone's just A-okay. That doesn't make any sense. Now, I wish to God that that's the way the world works, but it's not. And so I fear that there is probably bodies being found in the winter conditions and stuff, and there's no reporting on it, because the only reason that would happen is because there's no help. And there's supposed to be help. So that means that they would have to just basically go on the news and say, we're finding dead bodies because FEMA won't do their job. And they're not going to say that. And so to me, it sounds probable that they're going to be covering that stuff up. Mary Todd, what a bitch. I know. I know. On YouTube, somebody was saying it looked like Garth and them from Wayne's World. Let's see if I can find it really quick. Rickle Pick. What is Garth doing from Wayne's World doing on the news post-trans? Yeah. Yeah. So they're like, right. Zero. Whole families, I guess, frozen in their tents. Yeah, see. I believe it, but they're not going to show it. I don't know what that is, Snooks. That is terrifying. That's nightmare ingredients there. David, could they deputize the guardian angels so they can be more effective? Probably too much BS to keep that from happening. I don't really know what it takes to become deputized, David. And New York, they're not really big on security and actually helping victims. You saw Daniel Penny stand in trial. Too old to care. Maybe it's just resting bitch face. I mean, it might be. Too old to care. FEMA chick looks annoyed. Yeah, she's probably getting pushed around a little bit. They probably forced her to do that interview because there's so many people asking, what about the people in North Carolina? Information Warlord. Once I thought I was wrong, but I was mistaken. Yeah, Information Warlord, that happens. That happens sometime. Did you win it, Hair Juicer? It's nice. Scotting. They're already keeping rightful owners from going back to their home in LA, just like North Carolina and Hawaii. Yeah. Yesterday we were covering that certain areas were allowed to come back from their mandated evacuation. And I didn't even realize that the evacuation was mandated, that you have to leave. You're not allowed to stay in your house, even though it'd be like certain death to stay in your house. But it's just crazy to think that you could be forced out of your house. You got to pay all them taxes for and all the bullshit to maintain your home, and then the government can tell you to leave. I feel like if you want to live in your house and burn down with it, that should be your choice. I mean, who are you hurting by sitting inside the house burning to death? I don't know. Like, I feel like you should have the freedom to do that. You pay all that damn money to be in the house. You can't die in your own house? What the hell is that? Like, what if it's in your will? I don't know. Just tired of tyrannical government. Proud Patriot Girly. It was -8 when I was going to the airport today. Holy. That is death weather. What's up, Stay Humbled? Happy freedom to you. So Corey Luca, happy freedom to you. What's up, V7? What's up, Bob Roberts? Happy freedom. Corey Luca, did Klaus start drinking from the new water fountain? He did. It took a while. It took a little while. He was uncertain about it. He wasn't sure what it was. And it's hard to tell him, like, that's for you, buddy. Like, it was hard to get him to understand, but no, he likes it now. I had to take the little top thing off. It had like this fountain thing where it rained down from a high up piece. He didn't like that. I took that top off, and so now it's just kind of like a water tray that's constantly got the water feeding, and he loves it. He's all about it now. Matt, I watched a video this morning about an old man that ignored the evacuation order. He saved his house and both neighboring houses. That's badass, Matt. See, and that's what I'm saying. The government shouldn't be able to force you out of your own house just because there's a silly fire. Now, I know it's not a silly fire. I'm not trying to downplay the devastation, but you guys know what I mean. What's up, Turbo? Happy freedom to you. No, I really don't like dolphins. I know that gif that Snooks posted, that is something else. I'm doing all right, Rickle Pick. Appreciate you being with us. I hope you're having a good Monday as well. Yeah, Information Warlord, I appreciate you. You hooligans got to get those likes up over on Rumble. Let's get on to this next video here. Like I said, it's titled, Can You Believe, or Could You Believe That? TV host blasts LAFD Deputy Chief's bizarre comment. Like I said, this is shape-shifting firefighters, and they believe that you're only willing to be saved if a firefighter looks like you, and then they turn around and make all the firefighters shapeshifters. Like, there's a large portion of people that look like that. I don't know. I don't believe it. But either way, hit that thumbs up over on Rumble, and let's get this rolling.
I think we've got time to show you a quote from one of the fire chiefs in LA. Of course, everyone's aware of the situation in Los Angeles, those catastrophic fires that have killed, 24 people now dead, huge numbers of homes and property destroyed. And of course, there's been failures on multiple levels. But I just got to, before we go to a break, show you this clip from the LA deputy fire chief. Now, this is Christine Larson, whose job with the LA Fire Brigade is equity and human resources boss. Have a listen to her and ask yourself, any wonder they've got problems with fires in LA and rescuing people. Have a listen to this.
You want to see somebody that responds to your house, your emergency, whether it's a medical call or a fire call, that looks like you. It gives that person a little bit more ease, knowing that somebody might understand their situation better. Is she strong enough to do this? Or you couldn't carry my husband out of a fire, which my response is, he got himself in the wrong place if I have to carry him out of a fire.
Just had to show you that because we've spent so much time tonight talking about wokery and DEI. Could you believe a deputy fire chief in a city like Los Angeles says it's really important if you're caught in a burning building that the person who comes to save you looks approximately like you. Otherwise, you'd want to send them back to the fire truck and say, have you got someone who's a bit more sort of, representative of me?
Beard, or you're not carrying me out of this fire. Bring me a beard and fire now. Like, seriously?
And people blame climate change for all the devastation.
But how's
We've got bigger problems than that.
You've lost everything in this fire, right? And guess who comes to comfort you now? On top of everything, you've got to put up with Meghan Markle. I mean, is there anything this woman can't make about herself? Please, this is the bride at every wedding, the corpse at every funeral, the baby at every baby dedication. Here she is in the thick of it, making sure everyone knows that she, Meghan Markle, has arrived on the scene to hand out, well, hugs. Maybe some money would be nice. I mean, are you going to put any of that shiggy where your mouth is, or are you just literally here to hand out hugs because you're a famous personality, so people must care? I mean, this absolutely did my head in. When you look at the level of the devastation, I haven't seen any actual movie stars or rock stars come out to behave like this, but no, Meghan Markle.
So anyways, I forgot that they had Prince whoever and Meghan whatever her name is as a part of that. They're out there getting some photo ops from victims from the Cali fires. I forgot about all that. It was the shape-shifting firefighter that really left an impression on me, and I wish I would have worded that differently, but that's okay. Either way, I don't know. If a shapeshifter firefighter came to pull me out of the fire, I think I'd tell him to just put me back. I don't know. I'd hate to say that, but I just don't trust those people. I mean, there's nothing like a crazy person coming to pull you out of the fire. I don't know. That doesn't sound great to me. Either way, next up, California fires. LA citizens detain a man who has a blowtorch. Now, this video has been circulating over the weekend, but today there's been a lot of people posting this video making claims that the individual who has the blowtorch is actually an illegal from Mexico. So we've been hearing about how homeless people are starting fires alongside all the ongoing fires. And we also hear about all the people looting the houses that have been mandated to be evacuated. And now we have come to the point where even the illegals are out here starting fires alongside the already raging Cali fires. So it's coming up next, but first we're going to read through the chat, see what you hooligans think about these shape-shifting firefighters. Here, Chooser, you crack me up. Russell Markle is nothing more than a liberal shit. Yeah. Out there getting a photo op because I guess they got some new TV show coming out or something. Russell, yeah, well, she is a he. Yeah. Yeah, Russell. It's over there 11 feet tall. Like, women can't carry people out of the fire. Like, you're not defending anything. Like, you look confused, buddy. Hey, thank you for being here, Breeze by You. Be safe and stay warm out there. Libby Racer, liberals have ruined the fire department. Yeah, once I realized that they could mess up a set of tits, I just figured they could destroy anything. What's up, Tree Herder? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Dabs? Happy freedom to you. Dabs, yes, we need an identity match while trying not to burn alive. Yeah, these people, the fiction they make up in their head. Kevin, put me back. I'm not done yet. No. Everything I want to say related to it just sounds so bad. Sounds like an innuendo. What's up, Shroomish? Happy freedom to you. Shroomish, I can't stand the British and Australian accent. It's the most annoying on earth. I used to kind of feel that way about the Australian accent, but now I've just gotten used to it. They had extra vowels and stuff, like when they say water, they're like water. I'm like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what to say about it. Told to care, hug a royal, it makes it better. Here's a bottle of water and a hug. You'll be all right. Who was it? There was somebody. Was it AOC? It was somebody who came out and said, oh, terrorists just need hugs. Maybe it was Taylor Swift. I can't remember who it was, but whenever I hear a statement like that, my brain just goes right to it. Terrorists just need hugs. Nah, they need more than that. Pumpkin, oh wow, the royals are being sympathetic. Yeah, because they saw there was cameras there. Nah, Dudden, I'm not reading that out loud. Everybody would be all mad at me. It's only Monday. I can't piss everybody off on Monday. Kevin, I still got marshmallows, just saying. It's not right. It's not right. Musky Boss, happy freedom to you. Those man... I don't know if I could say that with Twitch and YouTube around. Those manly Subaru drivers are gross. Yeah, Musky Boss, I agree. What's up, 10 Man? Happy freedom to you. Hair juicer on Wednesday. I know, we need to change the way it's spelled so it makes sense. Scott, $750 is going to rebuild my home if it was cardboard. I don't even know if you could rebuild a home if it was made out of cardboard with that. It's out in California. They'd be like, that's an economic mansion there. It's just a box kicked over on the side of the road. $750 million. don't know what happened on X. They like cleared the chat on us. Something like that, Zupia. Turbo, why can't we just tame and ride deer like horses? That's better than switching to all the EVs. I'm not riding Bambi Al Qaeda anywhere, Turbo. I'm just not. I'm just not. Right off the edge of a cliff. Bambi Al Qaeda. I'm not sympathizing with them. Ever since Hillary sent them out there to smoke my Subaru, I don't trust them. I just don't trust the Bambi Al Qaeda. We're going to get into this next video. This is the last little bit of our news, but we got fun stuff coming up next. It's titled California Fires. LA citizens detain a man with a blowtorch. And like I said, there is people everywhere, all across the internet, making claims that this individual is an illegal from Mexico that was out here starting fires and whatnot. Now, when he was arrested, I guess he's not being charged with arson. They just say he's being charged with other things. I've never heard of a crime called other things, but apparently he's being charged with it. Now, before we get into this, I want to remind you guys really quick, if you would like to join the membership program over on Rumble, all you have to do is click that big red subscribe button right below where you type in the chat. Now, if you're on Android and using the Rumble app, you're unable to see that big red subscribe button. So you got to go to rumble.com, come to the live, hop in the chat, and like I said, right below where you type in the chat, you will see that big red subscribe button. Click that button and jump through the hoops, and your name will be highlighted as an official Rumble hooligan. You'll have access to our custom emojis. We have chapstick emojis, screaming goat emojis, Klaus Daniels emojis, President Trump emojis, and more. It's a lot of fun during the live, especially with this upcoming Trump rally on the 19th. So definitely go join the membership program over on Rumble. Let's get into this last little bit of the news here.
We brought this.
All right, once again, this is titled California Fires. LA citizens detain man with a blowtorch. Hit the thumbs up over on Rumble, and let's get this rolling.
We brought this video to you yesterday. As you can see, that man who was holding a blowtorch was walking around a neighborhood when neighbors did approach him. This is, of course, over in Los Angeles County, and it appeared that he was trying to light different materials on fire. Eventually, all the neighbors show up, they take him to the ground, and then they do take him into custody as police arrive there. Now, we do know that he was arrested. However, he has not been charged in connection with any arsons at last check. Investigators saying they charged him with some other unrelated charges, but again, you can see the video there as he was approached by these neighbors who were paying attention and saw that he was holding a blowtorch and trying to light things on fire as they are dealing with all of these wildfires in the area. I do want to bring in Chris and Kim Sumner. Now, you're going to notice on the top right-hand side of your screen there, it does say the video is from Chris. Thank you so much for taking the time to join us here and discuss this just a little bit further.
Sure, no problem. No problem.
All right, so first off, I have to ask, what I'm going to do is pop up the video itself so folks can get a better look at it. Can you explain to me, and you'll see it in a second, essentially what we are looking at?
Sure. So we heard a lot of screaming coming from outside, and these two gentlemen were very heated in their exchange. And so we stepped outside to see what was happening. And the first thing we noticed is one of the men is holding a blowtorch, and the other man is like, he's trying to start a fire. He just tried to start a fire.
Call 911.
Yeah. And so we're trying to figure out, all right, what's happening? What's going on? Why is this guy walking around with a blowtorch? And he does not, I'm like, when we first stepped outside, we were like, hey man, just set the blowtorch down and let's figure out what's happening. And like, he was not going to set the blowtorch down no matter what. And it wasn't going to happen. And we're like, hey, let's figure out what's happening. Put the blowtorch down. We can all talk. Let's figure this out. And it wasn't happening. He just did not want to set the blowtorch down. The other gentleman had already said he tried to start another fire. And then another gentleman came up the hill and said, yes, he just tried to start another fire at my place. And so we're like, all right, you got to stop. And so we basically dialed 911 and waited for the police to show up to discuss further.
When you have the neighbors all coming together there? You see everyone come together and do what they can to essentially hold this guy until police get there, because there is a chance that he could have taken off running. What did it mean to see all of the neighbors kind of come together here?
I mean, that's the upside of the crisis is you get everyone kind of coming together and trying to watch out for your friends and your neighbors and work as a team and try to keep your children, your family safe.
Are you at this point concerned at all as the fires do continue there in Los Angeles County? What's going through your mind? Are you going to have to evacuate in any way?
Go ahead.
I don't think we're out of the woods yet, for perhaps a bad pun, but there's still a lot of fires surrounding us. So I think that we're definitely cautiously optimistic. The firemen and the air workers have done an amazing job. We can't thank them enough, and we're just hoping to stay safe.
Yeah, and at this point, we know that there are still 4 active wildfires that are burning there in Los Angeles County. Chris and Kim, thank you so much for taking the time to join us here and discuss just a little bit more about this video and the situation in general. Is there anything else that you want to add here before I let you go?
Stay safe out there. It's a crazy world, and look out for one another.
Yeah. Stay alert and make sure that you help your neighbor. That's what it's all about.
That is definitely all very good advice. Thank you again for taking the time to join us, and please stay safe.
Thank you so much.
All right. A little vigilante justice there. They weren't waiting around for the police. Now, like they said, they didn't charge that guy with arson. He got charged with other crimes, whatever that means. Now, they didn't say anything about his legal status in this video, but like I said, all across the internet, there's a lot of people making claims that he is an illegal from Mexico. Now, I can't validate any of that. I don't have any videos or anything to confirm any of that, but like I said, if you see this video anywhere on the internet, you're going to see a caption attached to it making claims that he's an illegal from Mexico. Looking at his behavior while he was, being roughed up by the neighbors and all of that, he kind of had that same kind of body language. We cover border crossers all the time. He was kind of playing the part there, but like I said, I can't actually confirm that he was a border crosser. I still understand why people want to burn stuff down. I understand border crossers, they hate America, they're here to get free shit. I understand that. But when they talk about the homeless people out there assisting in burning stuff down in California, that stuff doesn't make sense to me. I don't know why somebody would do it. I'm not denying that it's happening. I'm just saying it's very strange. It's very strange behavior. But either way, like I said, that is the last little bit of the news I had for you hooligans today. We got 2 funny videos coming up next. But first, we're going to read through the chat, see what you hooligans think about that individual who was supposedly out there starting fires. He was detained by, some good old folks out in L.A., and people are saying that he's an illegal from Mexico. Zero, see something, say something. It works. Absolutely. They all got involved. Make sure he didn't scamper away. 10-man Antifa starting fires. Yeah, they're definitely out there propagating the bullshit. That's what they do. Non-woke mass deportations are the only answer. Absolutely. Well, we got 7 days. 7 days until the mass deportations start. It's going to be eventful. What's up, Puff and Stuff? Happy freedom to you. Kevin, sleeper cells being activated? Definitely seems that way. Too old to care. Emptying a fire extinguisher on his face might have helped. It might have. Too old to care. He was asking for it. He wanted those problems. Now, whoa, he'll be out on the street in less than 24 hours. I bet you're right. I bet you're right. Energy Woman, I'm surprised they didn't arrest the neighbors. Yeah. Yep. With the way the world is, I'm kind of surprised too. Surprised they didn't try and charge all those people with kidnapping or whatever. They're like, let the nice illegal just burn down California. You guys are a bunch of bigots and you're standing in the way of progress. That's, I'm surprised that's not how it went. They're all going to receive tickets in the mail. Kevin, I would have kidnapped him and kept him in my basement as a pet. Fed him fish heads and potato peels. I don't know, Kevin. How you going to get that smell out, though, you know? It's no good. It's terrible. One of those people you catch, but you just throw it back. Black White Bull, come on. He's a plumber. He was going to fix stuff. Yeah, that's exactly what was going on, Black White Bull. Too old to care. No worries. Karen's going to subdue him. She was running up there with her cell phone. Shroomish, they should be kicking his ass. We are such pansies here in California. Yeah, but if they would have been beating him up, there's a higher chance that, you know, local PD would be, you know, coming after the locals as well. They already kind of roughed him up. They kicked him on his ass. Surprised they didn't charge him with assault over that. Seppa, it was all white people after him. Very racist. Yes. There's going to be a lawsuit out there. Like, we have a civil matter. These white people are out here detaining individuals with flame. What did they call it? They called it a blowtorch. Yes. He was just peacefully burning shit down. What's up, Livid Review? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Guess Some? Happy freedom. I'm feeling all right. I'm just my face, my chest is congested. Otherwise, I'm all right. Non-woke. The orange man cometh soon. Yep, the prophet foretold. Kevin should put a tarantula on him. That's too far. That's too far, Kevin. Can't stand spiders. I wouldn't have been able to show the video if they would have given him the tarantula. Master Meatball. Yellow can, map gas. What is map gas? I've never heard of that. I have to look it up. Watch, it's going to be something bad. Map gas. Long words that I don't understand. Well, I guess the mystery will remain. Map gas was trademark name belonging to the Lind Group, a division of former global chemical giant Union Carbide, for a fuel gas based on a stabilized mixture of words I can't pronounce out loud. Interesting. Master Meatball, blue is propane. So what's the difference between the yellow one? Is that what it is for fires? For cooking fires, so it's like safe to eat food off of and stuff? Master Meatball, I don't know what I said. I was just reading what you were saying. Mackinstead, Rumble's weak. Nah, you can't sit on a communist platform like YouTube and then bitch about a free speech platform. It's like trying to put the poop back in your butt. It's just not, it's not working, buddy. Kick and Wing, map is hotter. Interesting. I wonder if he knew that when he got the blowtorch. He probably jacked it from a restaurant. I know, hair juicer. I am. It keeps life fun. Guess some. You look better. Still like a piece of dried cat poop hiding in the litter box, but making progress. Yeah, I guess I'm trying. I'm doing the best I can. What's up, Ghetto Boy? Happy freedom to you. David, have him go into burning buildings and save lives. I mean, yeah, if he likes fire so much, put him to it. Put him to work. Let's go ahead and get into the fun stuff here. Like I said, we got 2 funny videos of the day coming up next. But first, I want to remind you guys really quick, if you would like to support the live to keep us running, you're welcome to use that Linktree link in the description in order to send donations. You can do that by using PayPal, Cash App, Stripe, Locals, Buy Me a Coffee, or you can even send crypto. Let's get this first video pulled up really quick. Maybe. There we go. Hold up a second there, sir. All right. That's quite the individual there. We're going to put this on the full screen. This first video is titled, Hooligans Don't Take Anything Serious. Hit that thumbs up over on Rumble, and let's get into this.
I feel sorry for your trans friends.
I don't have any trans friends. Anyways, here's how to tell if your LED sign is cheap.
Hello.
Goodbye. Anyways, if you want to start a business...
I am my boyfriend's first black girlfriend.
If you're black, then I'm the real Donald Trump himself. China, China. I know China very well. I know everybody in China.
Like, I'm a trans man and I'm gay and I have been...
Isn't that being straight, but just with extra steps? Anyways, watch me put it down like this. From the top, make it drop, very simple. My favorite expression in English is the one that says, never bite the hand of the one that fingers you, something like that. China, China, China. If the USA is great again, then why did someone invented a USB? Actually, this is our A-frame acrylic.
The first 3 things a female notices in a man.
Don't care. Anyways, here's how to tell if your LED sign is...
Holy. Love it. I love that video. All right, let's get into our official funny video of the day. Get this pulled up really quick. This is an oldie but a goodie. All right. This one's titled, Fighting Communism in the Bathroom.
Moments for customers at a Kansas Home Depot. Police responded to reports of a bomb threat at the store in Wichita. A customer alerted employees. A man inside the bathroom said there was a bomb in the building. Police were able to locate the man responsible for those comments, and that man told police he warned other guests to leave the restroom because he was, quote, fixing to blow it up, but had no intention of causing a panic. Man also told police others in the room laughed, understanding his joke, which I'm just now getting. Home Depot says they will not be pressing charges. But I can tell you right now, you asked the producer for me to read that, didn't you? To Ethan now, please.
No.
Are we going to have to go to a commercial?
No, we're going to get it. We're going to get it.
Moments for customers at a Kansas.
Yes. Fighting communism in the bathroom. It happens. It happens. All right, hooligans. Like I said, that is all the coffee I had for you guys today. I'm going to drop this Linktree link in all of the chats for you guys. We're going to be reading through, and we got the Pledge of Allegiance coming up next. All right, there is the Linktree link where all of my links are listed. So if you'd like to make donations, join membership programs, or purchase any merch, would really appreciate it. All of your guys' contributions keep us running every day except for Sunday, because we got to have a day to recharge those batteries. Definitely go join Discord. Discord is our free hooligan community. It's the best way to be notified every single time we go live. The hooligans are there keeping the conversation going 24/7, and we have 2 news boards to keep you up to date with everything going on around the world. So definitely go join Discord. If you're feeling real saucy, go join jeffmaclive.com. Over on the website, it is the best way to experience the live. Our built-in chat has more ability than any other platform. You can post memes and GIFs and custom emojis and links and all kinds of stuff right there while watching the live. You'll also have access to Hooligans Alley, which is our private social media area. You'll have access to the forums. You'll have access to the arcade. You'll have the access to our advanced messaging system with the built-in group chats that gives you the ability to text each other, call each other, video call each other, group texting, group calling, group video calling, and more. jeffmaclive.com is the place to be and the home of the hooligans, so definitely go get yourself a membership. We're going to read through, and we got the Pledge of Allegiance coming up next. Live review, detonation in, makes fart noises. Yeah, that's when they started to figure it out. It wasn't worth the 911 call. Thank you, Snooks. I appreciate the compliment. Hey, thank you for being here, Energy Woman. David classic. I know. It's an old one. Most people probably saw it, but when I saw it, I was like, yeah, that's today's funny video. What's up, you Hill? Happy freedom to you. What's up, 8Co? Happy freedom to you. Thank you, Pumpkin. Appreciate you being here with us. Totally care. Can't wait for Trump to drop some truth bombs. I agree. It's getting exciting. 7 days. Like the ring. What's up, Kirk Allen? Happy freedom. Scott, several people like that were spotted all over. David Spade posted about it, called the cops, and they let the guy go. Yeah, I've seen a couple videos of people being arrested under claims that they were starting fires and stuff like that. I'm not surprised the police are letting them go. They don't do anything they're supposed to do. Not until President Trump gets into office, and we'll see how people start behaving. What's up, Diana? Happy freedom to you. All right, hooligans. It's that time once again. Please join me for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, did the thing. We're going to read through one last time just to make sure no hooligans are left behind. But like I said, we are going to be wrapping this up. We'll be live again tomorrow, 1 p.m. Eastern time for the very next Coffee with Hooligans. Tomorrow, I assume we're going to hear from the Supreme Court, unless they're going to continue on the debate. They should be debating today. It's about 6 o'clock now, so they're probably done doing their master debating. But they're supposed to be figuring out this TikTok ban. We'll probably have stories on that. And then there's supposed to be another White House press briefing sometime later this week, and it's going to be the last one from KJP. So we're going to try and cover that as well. So definitely look forward to that stuff tomorrow, as well as whatever else I can find. Hopefully there'll be more news other than damn Cali fires, because that's all the world wants to talk about right now. Either way, reading through them or wrapping this up. Thank you, Too Old to Care. I appreciate you. Play ball, Nana. That's right. U-Hill, 6 days left, y'all. Buying popcorn ahead of time. Heck yeah. Thank you, MU. Appreciate you being with us. Stay humble. DEI is killing our great country. I agree, but DEI is dying. It just sucks that these Cali fires are happening, and DEI is still alive and well out in Cali. Crack me up, guess some. Ghostly, $10 says she cries. Who? Who's gonna cry? I wonder if Hyena Harris and them are gonna be at the inauguration. Are they expected to be there? I haven't heard anything about it. Ghostly, talking about KJP. She might cry on her last day. We're gonna point and laugh though, right in her face. She deserves it. David, play ball. That's what I always think too. Too bad baseball ain't what it was. Well, maybe people will be affected by all this patriotism that's about to happen when President Trump takes office. You know, he's trying to do that state fair and really raise patriotism in our country. So maybe people will strive to go back to being proud to be Americans and stuff like that. I know it's far-fetched and it's quite a reach, but you never know. MU, we can only hope. Absolutely. All right, hooligans, it looks like we are good to go. Like I said, we will be live again tomorrow, 1 p.m. Eastern time for the very next Coffee with Hooligans. I appreciate all of you guys being here. I hope you have a fantastic night. If it snows where you live like it does here, please be warm. There's people suffering out in North Carolina right now. We don't need to hear about hooligans freezing to death. So stay warm and stay safe. Those crazy people, they're out there. I appreciate all of you guys being here. Hopefully I'll see you tomorrow. Huge shout out to everyone that made donations, joined the membership programs, or purchased any merch. I really appreciate all of you hooligans, and I wouldn't be able to do any of this if it wasn't for you. So thank you so much for all your support, and I'll see you on the next live. Until then, stand tall, shine bright, and that's a wrap.